This is Nicole from the Rockingham Library. Today was my day to do a project, but me and Heather, she is joining me from the Hamlet Library. Hi. Last year, was it October, Heather? We did our mystery boxes, and it seemed like everyone liked those. So we're going to try to do another one here for April. We are going to reveal what each other gave live. So hopefully each other likes our presents. This is mine. Heather's got hers on her desk. We're going to open it, and on the 22nd of April, Heather will do hers. She will show what she has came up to do with whatever I gave her. And on the 29th, I will be doing my reveal of what is in this package, what I came up to make with it, okay? The 15th, so everybody knows, the library will be closed Good Friday in observance of the Easter. So we won't have one on the 15th. So I'm going to let Heather go first. See, now she is my guest. She's going to open hers first. And say hey, Heather. Say hi.
It says, what will they be? She did scare me earlier, telling me, she said I still like her after this.
And if anybody's wondering or asking, yes, we are twin sisters. We get that question a lot. She just works at the Hamlet when I work at the Rockingham branch. Well, yes, I taped it good because I didn't want it to fall.
I've noticed you've got this in here really big.
Sorry, it's just, yeah, it's put tape too. Sorry.
It's payback from all this Easter. I'm at Christmas, I duct tape your present. Yes, I did say duct tape.
Yes, she did. She did that to me several times. Okay, so here, dun, dun, dun. I promise it won't bite.
Ooh, that's wide open right there.
Let your imagination go.
It's clear. Okay, yeah,
it is a clear vase. Yeah, you can, there you go. Put it in front of your
clear vase. So it's literally wide open. There's 100,000 different possibilities. Can you see that?
You can see it better in front of your black shirt, Heather.
So on the 22nd, I'll show you what I decide to do with this.
She's got a really good imagination, y'all, and I know she's very creative, so I know she can handle this. I'm just afraid to open mine now. So Heather's got a vase. I think it's a really pretty vase, and these yours came from Dollar Tree, right, Heather? Mine.
And we only get, well, technically the items we did use was from Dollar Tree, but we had a lot of stuff here like left over, so we picked the item that we had here at our libraries, and we refurbished them because Nicole's doing a series of refurbishing. So we're taking an item that technically each item was bought from Dollar Tree.
Yes, and I bought that last year when I saw it. It was pretty, but they still do have those there. I do know for a fact they do. Okay, so this is my pretty yellow polka dotted package. So we're going to see. Heather likes polka dot. Okay, now you got it in green and gold. Okay,
That wasn't on
this is pretty paper, tissue paper. Woo! Like me a little better. Oh, this is pretty. Okay, I don't know if you can see. I'm a little close. It's shells. I'm gonna have to get really creative with this one.
What are they, Nicole?
They're shells.
They're
starfish and a sand dollar. Okay, guys. So this is today's program. Like I said, we're just unrevealing these. So if you stay tuned to the 22nd for Heather's and the 29th for mine, I'm going to show you what I figured out for this, because my brain is like, stop. It's empty right now. So I'm going to have to figure this out. At least I have 2 weeks. Poor Heather, she's only got a week. Well, no,
I've got 2 weeks.
I got 3 weeks. Yay. So, alrighty, guys. Thank y'all for joining today, and thank you for putting up with us about this live. This is the first Zoom meeting we've done live on Facebook. So I want to say thank y'all and goodbye.
Bye.
Let's see, stop live stream. Okay.
come on today and show you how to make a photo transfer paper. But first of all, this is our mystery challenge craft reveals. I'm going first, and then Nicole at the Leath Library will go second, which will be next Friday. I will put a reminder up for everybody, but this was my mystery item that I had to use. I had to come up with a craft for this, and seeing how Mother's Day is right around the corner, I wanted to use this to hopefully get 2 in 1, where you show you how to make something really nice for your mother for Mother's Day. And the things you're going to need today are wax paper, tape, clear packaging tape, some ribbons, and stuff to embellish your vase with, which is optional. You're going to need, of course, the glass vase or a glass jar or something. Some photo paper, some cute photos of your family. Or if you don't want to use photos of your family, you can also use just some free image you can get off of Google. And I'll show you that example at the very end. And you're going to need a sponge. You're going to need some scissors. A low temp glue gun, because you don't want a high temp on that glass. And a bowl of water. And you'll see in a minute why I got something floating in there. We're going to get started. What you're going to do is just pull off some wax paper. I already got a piece already here, but just pull your piece of wax paper off, and it just seems to help better with the paper itself. What you're going to do is cut off, print off you a photo of your loved ones or something off of online. And I've got my sweet nieces and nephews here, my love bugs. And you're going to take some packaging tape. You're just going to cut. You don't need a lot of this. I'd measure it kind of out with the size of your photo. And with this size, I'm going to need about 2 pieces of packaging tape with the width of it. And it just depends on how big your glass is or how big your paper is, how much you're going to layer your your tape, okay? But I try not to layer it too much. And I hope you can see this clear on this on top of this. Let me see if I can put this where you can actually see this tape. I'm just going to layer my tape. Just kind of overlap it just a tad. I'm going to have to get it closer. Just overlap it just a tad, to where it's like 2 pieces are sticking together. If I can get it to quit sticking to my finger. Okay. There we go. And what you're going to do is you're going to take your photo and make sure this is not photo paper. This needs to be just plain regular copy paper, okay? And on the inkjet printer would work best. And just lay it face down, okay? And you're just going to lay it face down. Just make sure there's no bubbles in it or nothing. Usually when you just put it to it. And there you go. You got that. That's the first step, okay? And of course, you're going to have to cut your picture out, which I already done. Let me make sure. I cut me a piece of some tape off earlier. And you're just going to cut around the edges of your photo. And remember, if you do a black and white photo, anything that's white on this transfer will come off. Okay, so it's best to use color photos. You can use black and white photos, but I'd recommend it being like almost like a drawing type thing. Because even on one of my photos, I noticed that my sweetheart's, my little baby's shirt was white, so I had to go back in, which I'll show you in a minute. I changed the picture of him and used one that he had a darker color shirt on. And you're just going to cut around your photo. Sorry, I'm going to take this tape off as I go so my scissors don't get sticky. Okay. Okay, I'm almost done. once you have all the tape cut off from around, the only tape that's on there is now stuck to your photo. I'm gonna take this one out so I can get my other one in. I'll tell you why. You're gonna lay this down in your bowl of water. It only takes about a minute. And of course you're gonna use the size of bowl to the size of photo you have. If you got a bigger photo, of course you're gonna need a bigger bowl. It only takes 5 minutes tops. You just really want to soak that paper, because this is what's going to help transfer the image to your your photo to the tape. Okay. Then you're going to take your sponge, and I found the sponge works best, because I tried to do a few different ways and it always seemed to take more of the photo off, and this sponge works really great. What you're going to do is just start taking it face down again. You're going to start wiping that paper off the back of it. Once you start getting that paper off the back, because you can see, I hope I left that in there long enough. It's been in there about 5 minutes. And it wasn't that big of a picture, so it should. You're just going to wipe all the back of the paper off. And that's why I use a smaller picture too, so it wouldn't take so long for time purposes. Then you may have to notice your sponge, just kind of wipe that excess paper off. But if you notice that your picture's drying, like if you have a bigger picture and your paper is drying, just take your sponge in your water and just dab it a little more, and that's all you got to do. That's why I said it's best to use a sponge. And this is what the wax paper is for also too. And if you have multiple copies, I found that if you're doing more than one at a time, I found that you can actually stick your transfer to the wax paper and then peel it off, and it doesn't affect it at all too. That way if you have to come back, you're doing a lot at one time, come back, just stick them on the wax paper, fold it over so nothing can't get on it, and you can come back to it. Okay. Once I get all that off, basically you're just going to get all the paper off. You can kind of see now, because you can see my hand through it, see? All the paper is gone, but I'm going to let that sit to the side just so for time purpose reasons. I've already got one done. And so this wax paper, it's very easy to clean up too. And who doesn't like easy cleanup? Okay, so let's see. I've got my paper to the side here. You see what I was talking about? I did this. That's my wax paper. I got my paper, the one that's done, and I got one that's already done, the one I want to use. I've got it because you can see my shirt through it, see? Okay. I'm going to set that to the side. Get my cute patootie over here. Okay. And all you're going to do now is you've got all your paper off and you've let it dry. You are going to let it set to the side just to dry so your stickiness will come back. Because if you put it on the wet, it's not going to stick. So just set it to the side to dry. Let's just lay it on your wax paper. But once you get it on your wax paper, all it's left to do is stick it on. Okay. And because this is a rounded vase, I'm just going to have to go in and maneuver it a little bit just to kind of make sure you get all your bubbles out like any other transfer, like you would like if you use Cricut vinyl or anything like that. It's the same way. Except for this one, you just made your own personalized vinyl, and you notice if I see where it's coming, I can just pick it up and try again. Okay, and I just keep playing with it just a little to get my photo stuck on there. I think I was sitting there telling Nicole, was talking to myself, telling Nicole she should have given me a flat vase. But we got that round one, so we're going to work with it. And like I said, you're just going to keep playing with it. And if you have a flatter surface or one that's not curved upward, you could use a rounder one, but because this one rounds and curves up, it's a little bit more difficult to put it in there. But I will show you in the end, it works out great. Okay. Now, if you want to stop there, you can, but I'm going to embellish it. So. But I just want to do this so you can see it, see? And now you've got it. You can go around, but because it, you can see through it, you'll probably interfere with each photo. That's why I just put it on the one side. And now what you're going to do is take your flowers or your ribbon, because these are my little sunshines. So I'm going to put me some little cute polka dotted and my little sunflower on there. I'm just going to take a little bit of this hot glue. I'm going to measure out where I want it first. Kind of measure out, because I want my flower to the side, kind of. Oh, I just noticed that my picture's a little cockeyed, so I'm going to fix that a little. Alright. Okay, I fixed that. I'm going to get my ribbon fixed. I don't want it straight on, because I want my flower to kind of help hide my seam of my ribbon. So right about there is where I want it. So I'm putting a little dab. That's why I said just a little, because it is hot glue and you don't want that glass to break. That's why you don't need nothing but a low temp gun. And you just need a little bit. Just kind of go around it. Okay. I'm going to take another dab right where I had the other one at. And just kind of put that on there. If I see it needs some more, just put you a little more. Just don't put your fingers. Let me cut these strings off. Okay, that's just hot glue string right there. And I'm gonna take me some and all this stuff I got at Dollar Tree. Even Nicole, she even got the glass at Dollar Tree, the glass vase. So I may have put that a little too far to the side, but that's okay. I'm gonna take my ribbon, I'm at my bow, and my flower right there. Let me fix up my flower here. Now these did have a little piece of wire at the end, because it was supposed to go for something else, but I'm going to use it here. I'm not going to worry about that wire, because I've got it kind of coiled up, if I can say it right. Okay. Just hold that a second so that will dry. And there you go. You've got this really pretty Mother's Day vase, and you can get some really pretty Mother's Day flowers for your Mother's Day. And may need an adjustment. There you go. There you go. You can see it. So I hope y'all enjoyed this. Oh, and this is your other option. I'm on to bees right now. I don't know why. I like the bees. And I love this bee kind thing too. So this, like I said, if you didn't want to do family photos, you could do this. And I just printed this off of line. I found this photo online of a bee, and I just put bee kind up under it, and I printed it off. There was nothing fancy to this. You just need a printer, inkjet printer, and some scissors and tape. That's all it is. But if you can see that, you got both of those. But I hope y'all enjoyed this, and I hope I did a good job on my mystery reveal. And like I said, next time, next Friday at 10 o'clock, Nicole will be on for her mystery item reveal that I had give her. And if you'd like, just comment below and let us know how you like these programs. And you can watch us at Sand Hills Regional Library Facebook page and on Richmond County Library Facebook page. And I hope y'all have a good weekend, and I'll see y'all next time.
Nicole from the Rockingham Library. It's been a little bit for I've been on, but we have been really busy here at the library. Today, we are going to it glitched. It always glitches. But going to show you what I came up with my mystery box challenge that Heather had gave me from the Hamlet Library. If you watched the previous video, this came in on a string. This one here, and this one all came in on this string. It was a long string. Well, I took it all apart, and what I came up with was, I found this cork at the Dollar Tree. You get a sheet just like this from the Dollar Tree. It's $1.25 now. And you just need one sheet if you're going to do this. I've turned them into coasters. It did have it still does have glitter on it, but I took some metallic paint that I already had here. I didn't buy anything. This is all stuff that I already had, because it does go along with our upcycle recycle projects that I've been trying to do throughout the year. I'll try to do throughout this year, to revamp things. There's no need to spend money when you've got stuff at home that you can probably tweak a little bit and make it something new. So that's what we're going to do today. This one, honestly, Heather, really made my brain hurt with this project, trying to figure something out. But as soon as I found this cork, I was like, okay, coasters, yay. Because I had forgot I had this cork in here. I was going to use it for something else, but it's okay. I still have one sheet left over because I had 2 sheets. Now, this, I have a starfish. I have just a regular, I think it's a conch shell, and then a sand dollar. The only one that I thought might be too small was this one, but it actually works out pretty good. So this is what the finished project's going to look like, okay? And then the cork's on the back. So you can turn it upside down and, well, you can't see that. Turn it upside down and use it for a coaster. I'm going to do this so you can see. You don't really see me, do you? See? Here, what does it say? Use it for a coaster. I did Mod Podge this. So you're going to need your sign. This is just one sign that was all together. You're going to need some cork, some scissors, something to put your Mod Podge on with, a sponge or brush, whatever you have. I'm using this for the glitter because you're going to need some whatever color glitter if you choose to do that. This already had like silver glitter on it. If you don't want to do that, the gold and the blue is real popular right now, and I think it's really pretty together. And then we've got, obviously you need the cork, okay? It's going to go on the back. This is already has adhesive on it, so no hot glue gun this time. So the kids could definitely help you with this, okay? Put it up just a little bit. So go ahead and get started. The first thing you want to need to do, obviously, if you want to, you can omit the step if you want to. I was just going to put paint around it, but the paint I didn't like. The color, it wasn't what I wanted. So you're going to put a little bit of Mod Podge, and I have some here on a plate. You can't really tell it because it's the same color. You're going to take it just on top, and I'm going to tell you why I'm doing just this first. You can take the sponge, it's probably go faster. Just do a little bit at a time, and just do where you want your glitter to go. If you want glitter all over this, go ahead and Mod Podge the whole thing, but you're obviously going to cover up your sand dollar. But this is your project. You make it however you want to. Use whatever colors you want to. Whatever color glitter. Everything I have here you can get from Walmart or Dollar Tree. But this is all stuff that we already had here. This glitter bottle is so hard to open. I should have opened it before I started, and I didn't. There we go. And you won't have to worry about this. That's all you gotta do. We're going to take the glitter and now pour it on top, obviously, and that's what the plate's for. Because just pour it on there and roll it in there, and you're going to have some real pretty edge. Okay? Yeah. No, you put it closer. Sorry. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this part. I'm going to use this sponge because it does seem to go faster. So I won't keep you all day. Let's see. And Heather turned hers in. I gave her a flower vase, and she did a really good job. I love how she did the picture on the vase. I didn't know you could do that. It was a really good job. So you can go back on our page at Richmond Public Libraries. And it is libraries, not library. And look back at our videos. We also are a part of the Sandhill Regional Library System. You can go on there. There's all types of videos there. There's from adults, teens, and children. So definitely check all those pages out. And of course, our summer reading will be starting soon. Definitely check out those pages for that. Okay, so I've got the whole edge covered like I want to, okay? So we're going to take the rest of this decoupage and I did 2 coats. Because this is going to be a coaster, you want to make sure it's good and sealed. And when you get to that glitter, dab on top, and you're going to need 2 sponges, because I'm going to show you why in just a second. Go ahead and do the edge first. Okay. Looks like, yeah. Okay, I thought it glitched again. Technology is good, but sometimes it's aggravating. Okay, so we're going to, and yeah, it's a lot, but this does dry clear, so no worries. I did the exact same thing to these other ones, and be prepared to get your hands messy. Forgot to put my paper towels over here, but that's okay. Got a piece of newspaper. Okay. So I am not doing the bottom, but you can do the bottom. That way it gives an extra seal. Like I said, I have covered that part really well. I'm going to take this other sponge and do the middle, because that glitter will spread. And yay, got glitter everywhere. With my shell, I wasn't really thinking about it at the time, but it's still pretty. I don't know if you can see it or not, but see how the glitter's everywhere instead of just on the edge, which is fine with me. Okay, so that part's done. So what you need to do next, obviously, is let that dry. Do another coat on top of it, let it dry. This project should take you no more than 20 minutes from start to finish to do, okay? So it's not going to take you long. You're going to take your cork from there. You're going to lay it, you want sticky side up, so you make sure, because it's reversed, okay? Lay your image down, or whatever it is you're trying to add the cork to. Trace around it. I even use the end of my paintbrush here. You don't need anything extra. And then, obviously, that's where the scissors come in. You're going to cut it out, and this is what you have, okay? Like I said, you can do a coat of Mod Podge on here if you want to, but this is really sticky, and with that adhesive on the back of it, I don't think too much moisture is going to get through, which is fine. So it's up to you how you want to do it, because this is like cork board or press board, you know, it's Dollar Tree. So nothing wrong with Dollar Tree though. You're going to take it, put it on the back, obviously line it up. Especially if it's a certain shape, you want to make sure you're lining it up good. And it's okay if it hangs over a little bit. That will actually help with the edge. It does not bother me, but if you want it perfectly around the edge, go right ahead and trim that up with your scissors. It cuts really easy. And like I said, you did the glitter first, or Mod Podge it, put the glitter on the spots you want the glitter, Mod Podge it, and then put the glitter on. Then put a whole coat of Mod Podge, thick coat, on top. And then you're going to let that dry, do another coat, then put your cork on the back, and you're done. So once these are finished, I wanted to use the whole thing. So I'm actually going to stack them like this, or probably put this one on top of the shell and then put that on top. And it came with a ribbon that was like this, and they were attached, so they can hang down. I'm actually, because you know some coasters come with ribbons and stuff around them, I'm going to take this ribbon, now that these two are done, I'll just go ahead and tie these together. Okay? Make a real pretty bow in the middle. Okay, do it really fast here. But obviously you take your time. You're going to make it real pretty bow. You can keep it for you, or you can give it to a special someone. It's up to you. Mother's Day is coming up, and I want to say a happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. And voila. Ribbon, I used every bit of that mystery box challenge. Thank you, Heather. She made my brain hurt with this. Okay, but so as soon as this one's done, you got 3 sets. Most coasters come as 4, but that's okay. This is upcycled. This won't go in the trash now. This will be used. I'm actually going to use it at my house. And with that, 2 coats of Mod Podge. I'm putting my hands sticky, so it's sticking here. The 2 coats of Mod Podge on here, that glitter's not going anywhere, okay? So no worries about getting glitter everywhere. I have glitter all over me from the other one. Okay? So like I said, definitely check out those pages. and check out the videos that we have on there. Not only we got Hamlet, Richmond, and Rockingham and Ellerby libraries. We all do projects. Ashley does the youth, me and Heather does the adults, and then we have story times and things like that for the children. And then we have the SRLS page, Sand Hills Regional Library System page, and it has all the 4 other counties that we're connected to. Okay, so happy shout out to all the mothers out there. I hope you have a safe and happy Mother's Day. Bye guys.